Hello YouTube. Alright, so this week we had the Inpatient mega premiere where Ren and Chris and JP did a live stream and premiered the remaining 7 songs from the Asylum album. And you may have noticed that I wasn't there for that. I popped into the chat maybe 15 minutes or so before the songs actually started just to kind of say hi and check in, but I didn't stay to watch anything. Within the last month or so, my battle with depression hasn't been going very well. It's affecting my sleep, my senses, my cognitive ability, and just my general well-being. And for the record guys, I'm okay, I'm not in any danger, and I have been getting medical help. I've also had to acknowledge, however, that social media plays a bigger part in my mental health than I ever thought. I've also become fixated on the goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers, and it's really not healthy. Even if growth managed to stay at its current pace, I'm not going to reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers until like the end of 2027. And this pace at which I've been putting out content is one that I cannot sustain that long. At least like not in a healthy way. I guess me elaborating on this subject is my way of saying 2 things. Number 1, this is why I didn't attend the premiere the other day, like I just didn't have the gas in the tank. And number 2, I'm not giving up on YouTubing, I'm not going to stop creating, but the pace at which I create may change. Unless some miraculous viral event happens, I just have to accept that the goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers is one that I may not reach. And I have to be okay with that. I think maybe I would feel differently about this if I were making thousands of dollars a month from YouTube, but I'm not. You know, when I started doing this, really it was just like a passion project. It was a hobby. It was a means for me of just like working through my grief. And when a hobby becomes a jobby, sometimes it just becomes unhealthy. So moving forward with the rest of the songs on the Asylum album, I think I'm just going to chip away at them at my leisure. I know there's a lot of buzz around it right now, and maybe me getting reaction content out faster would get me more views, but honestly, I kind of don't care. If people want to watch, they'll watch. If they want to hit that subscribe button and help me out, then that's what they'll do. And if not, that's okay too. I've realized that I kind of just have to be like water. Alright, so as I start playing catch up, today I've decided to check out the song End of the World. Now again, I've had zero exposure to any of these songs. I really don't have anything to go off of except the thumbnail and the number of views. Like I'm not even going and reading comments about these. I chose this one out of the 7 remaining songs because honestly this is kind of how depression makes you feel sometimes. It really does sometimes feel like the end of the world. Speaking of which, how about that quick mental health check? If you're not doing okay mentally, especially if you feel like you might hurt yourself or somebody else, stop this video and go get help. Find a trusted friend, family member, medical provider, or reach out to your region's suicide and crisis help service. Even if the world is ending, it's a better place with you in it, and I'm so happy you're here. Alright y'all, let's see what the boys cooked up with this one. Here we go with Inpatient's End of the World.
It's the end of the world. Everybody that you love's gonna die.
Get up, buckle up, knuckle down, bust your bubble, shopping for some hope in the dust and the rubble, yeah. Washing these feet to keep you scared. Buy your reinforced bunker so you're well prepared. Medication corporation TV screens collectively collapsing the American dream. And keep up your 9 to 5 to play the slot machine. And keep on watching this apocalypse. Hypocrisy is rife in the Senate. Politicians are the men acute collision course that we should have all prevented. Hey, we're gonna die, sugar, it's okay. Just another supernova in the Milky Way. I call 911 666 911 on a rocket ship to Mars when they block the sun. Blow it up, atomic energy with hydrogen. Here's a serving of Corona for your dying lungs.
You know what I love about this album? I love that every song is really its own unique thing. This one is just sort of this like upbeat Ren slapping his acoustic guitar kind of song, but juxtaposed with lyrics like about the world literally ending. I also like that the video has this sort of like washed out CRT filter on it. I mean, it really does like make it feel like a 70s, 80s sitcom. Very unique, very creative, very expressive. I'm here for it.
Atomic energy with hydrogen. Here's a serving of Corona for your dying lungs. Cough it up. Hey, hey, it's the price we pay. It's the fate of the human race. So much dumb potential gone to waste. Well, Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay to be fine. Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great, so come on. Welcome to the end of the world. Wake up to the heavy metals that are blowing on the breeze. The smoke from the wildfires, I could barely breathe. Whales washing up on them rising seas. And got a bunch of fucking plastic in my mac and cheese. Yeah, the food's all poison, so we're all sick. Trade a double quarter pounder for a chemo drip. Soak it up while we argue about the politics. And keep a full speed sprint toward apocalypse. I know AI's got us in that scope. And when they choose to terminate us, and that's all she wrote. Feel like God went ghost and they monetize hope. While they selling us a noose that'll fit our throats. We could use a little help from the Vatican. When they're not busy with the kids, they be trafficking. Allegedly, go and get another jab again. And just ignore the black box on the packaging. Shoot it up. Hey, hey, it's the end of days. Nothing left that we could say. 'Cause it looks like we're fucked either way.
All right, it looks like the song is about to like really take off, so I had to get one more pause in. I find it really interesting that Ren and Webby like found each other. I don't know, it makes you wonder if there's some kind of like cosmic predetermination happening with these sort of things. Because these guys like really are very different. Different styles, different backgrounds, different worldviews, and yet they've managed to come together in this just very harmonious way. You know, when I make these videos, I don't really set out to be like a music critic. I think my niche is definitely more on the empathy, mental health side of things, right? But that said, like, I really have grown an appreciation for what these two have crafted with this. I mean, Ren is a brilliant singer. The guy can sustain a note, he's got fantastic range. He really is just like a very multifaceted songwriter. And Webby is more or less exclusively a rapper. He kind of just like stays in his lane and does what he does. Webby's a little low, a little gravelly, sometimes even a little bit nasally. And I mean all of that as a compliment. Not that I'm trying to make a comparison, but it does remind me a little bit of Lil Wayne. It's just very distinct, like you know Webby when you hear Webby. And I really feel like him working with Ren has pushed him a little bit outside of his lane. Like he's got two tires over the line and he's riding the shoulder at this point. He's leaned into some of these more like folksy, bluesy, soul kind of themes. He's singing more and more and more. And if you really pay attention, a lot of the times, like, he's harmonizing with Ren or vice versa. Oh, it's kind of like you have Webby down here and Ren up here, and they're just riding along together, and it really works. All right, let's see how kooky the second half of this song gets.
We're fucked either way. Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay to be fine. Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great, so come on. Welcome to the end of the world.
Okay, what I just said about Webby having two tires in the shoulder, forget that. Brother is off balling through the ditch with his kazoo right now. You know, before I sat down and listened to Down the Road, if you had asked me, Matt, is Chris Webby gonna play a kazoo on this album? I would have said certainly not. And I would have been wrong. Stamp this one off your bingo card, kiddies. Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail
chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay to be fine. Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great. So come on, welcome to the end of the world. Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay to be fine. Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great. So come on, welcome to the end of the world.
One more time! Or not!
Well, that was silly as hell. Again, framing this video as like a 70s, 80s sitcom was just a really fun choice. This is the kind of song that I could see people like doing at karaoke or singing in a pub or sitting around a fire drinking and playing with an acoustic guitar. And even though sonically it's fun and upbeat, like the message is pretty poignant. Like even if somehow you don't like Ren, you can't deny that the dude is just real. I will always respect Ren for how brave he is to talk about just like real shit. And aside from just talking about these hard real world subjects, I think this song is also kind of a celebration of diversity. Now I know like it's comically exaggerated in this, right? But there's some truth to it. You've got Bigfoot and zombies and aliens and robots like all sitting around a campfire together. Drinking, smoking, laughing, jamming, like all just sharing that experience. I really do think that's such an important life lesson. Everybody on this earth right now has a different story. We've traveled different paths, we have different beliefs. But just because you're different than somebody or maybe even disagree with them on a fundamental issue doesn't devalue them as a human. If you take a second to stop focusing on those differences and pay more attention to what you have in common with your neighbor, you might find that you actually get along more than you ever thought possible. That's part of empathy, and the world needs way more of that. As always, guys, drop a comment and let me know what you thought of this song and let me know how you're doing. And thank you for giving me a few minutes out of your day. I appreciate you being here. That's it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one. And in the meantime, as always, please take care and remember to love yourself.